Hi friends, I'm going to be putting a buttonhole onto this Tester Star fabric. I've already put the number 3 presser foot. I'll show you, it's got a little 3 on it right there. Put it on my machine. My machine is loaded up with red thread already. I'm going to go ahead and get started doing this buttonhole. I want to make sure that my buttonhole is about 3/4 of an inch long. And so I'm going to use a little ruler tool really quick. And I'm just going to mark it with a piece of chalk at the top and at the bottom. So now I know where my start and stop points are. It's a little hard to see. There you go. Right? There's the top and bottom of where I want my buttonhole to be. And I will put my presser foot down. Here, oops, sorry. I'm in 10. And it says presser foot 3, that's the one I want to use. And the machine is telling me that it's going to first be sewing this left hand leg of my buttonhole. So let's do it. So here's my machine ready to go. Here's my fabric ready to go. I'm going to start with my needle down and very slowly, I'm going to make sure this is out of the way. There we go. I'm going to start sewing. I'm being careful to stabilize the fabric with my hands because I don't want it to buckle in there. So there's my blue mark. I'm going to press this quick reverse button only once, and it's going to change into the next area of stitching, which is the backwards, going up the right hand side. Stopping when I get to the top, I'm going to press quick release or quick reverse again, and it'll do the top of the button and then the right hand side. And I'm stopping when I get to the bottom. I'll press the quick reverse one last time and it will do the bottom. And the machine actually will stop on its own because it's completed the buttonhole. So there it is, looking pretty good. Let's take it off. All right, let's check it out. There's the front. Looks great. Here is the back. Looks pretty good. I'm going to open my buttonhole using a seam ripper. I'm going to go in to the fabric and it will tear the fabric. I'm going to stop when I get to the top. So there is my first Tester buttonhole on the Star fabric. And next we'll move on to the plaid fabric that needs a backing. Hi friends, for our second buttonhole demo. For our second buttonhole demo, we're going to be making 2 buttonholes about 1 inch apart from each other. So I've marked them already with my ruler. They are 3/4 of an inch long and they're about 1 inch apart. And this is going to replicate what's happening on your drawstring shorts. Now, this fabric is much thinner than our Tester Star fabric, and so you need to back it with another piece of fabric. And so I've already backed mine. You can use a little piece of masking tape, or if you're pretty sure it's not going to move around, you can just go for it. I'm just going to kind of go for it. Otherwise, you can use a tiny bit of tape on the back side and you'll remove it later. But I need to make sure that I'm giving the machine a little bit more to grab onto, because if I put my buttonhole directly onto this fabric, the fabric is not strong enough and it will tear. So same as before, I'm going to line it up and making sure my backing is underneath. Looks good. I'm going to line it up as best I can. You can tell here in my number, right? I'm in number 10 for buttonhole and it's on the first leg of the button. So let's go ahead and get started. There's the end of my blue line. I'm gonna press the quick reverse button once to move on to the next step. So now it's sewing backwards up the right hand leg. And I'm gonna stop because I'm at the top of my buttonhole now. I'm gonna press quick reverse one more time. It's building the top of my buttonhole, and then it's gonna come all the way down the right hand side. Okay, there's the bottom. I'll press quick reverse one last time. And that is the end of the button pre-programmed. There is my beautiful buttonhole. Let's see the back side. Perfect, so it's on the backing fabric, looks great. I can go ahead and open it in a second once I have my other buttonhole on. All right, so I've just sewn my second buttonhole on. I have 1, 2, and now I'm just gonna check the back side, looks good. It's inside of my backing area. And I can use the seam ripper now to carefully open up my buttonholes. So same thing again. I want to be pretty careful. I would not want to tear through the top of my buttonhole. It is very possible to do that. So there are my 2 buttonholes ready for my drawstring pants.